Duck, what's going on with Marvel Rivals is a question I get a ton of the time, especially if you've been seeing some of my recent content or just hanging out in some of my streams over on Twitch. Now, this is a little bit of my own view and own opinion, and by no means do I think Marvel Rivals is dead and or dying. This is just my own opinion and own takes. So if you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe, and let's get started with what's going on. Now, it's pretty apparent what's going on in Marvel Rivals. There's a lot of balancing questions of what the devs are actually doing. How are they balancing the game? Originally, Marvel Rivals came out as both a casual and competitive shooter, and I've always stated when it comes to these sort of games, you can't really lean to both sides. Eventually, you have to make the decision of whether you want to go more competitive or more casual. And from my understanding of where the devs want to take this game, it seems they want to go for the more casual route, kind of not really balancing the game accordingly and just, putting the characters they want in as strong as they want to. You see this time and time again with introduction of characters like Phoenix. You also saw Hela not getting really nerfed ever. Luna Snow remaining untouched for a super long time, finally getting somewhat of a nerf, and then getting buffed yet again. It's kind of weird of how they want this game to really be. Now, in my opinion, this game isn't really mechanically skill demanding. And what I mean by that is you have mechanical skill level games. Those are games like Valorant, CS, or any other tactical shooter. Even Overwatch, for example, those are your mechanically demanding games. Those are games which require a decent amount of aim and understanding. Whereas Marvel Rivals, although still requiring some mechanical skill, doesn't compare into any of the others. The biggest thing you have to be aware of is when to use your ultimates and when not to use your ultimates. That's pretty much how every single team fight goes in this game. Now, like I said, I'm forever grateful to the Marvel Rivals community as they've got my channel to where it is today. And frankly, I can't thank you all enough. See, I started this channel quite a long time ago. I first started with Battle Bit, then I went over to the finals, X Defiant, Dark and Darker. I pretty much played a ton of games and uploaded to this channel, and where, this channel truly shines was in Marvel Rivals content, both coaching, guides, counter guides, tier lists, whatever it may be. Although I don't have the best editing skills in the world, I try to give my true and honest takes about everything in Marvel Rivals or any other game. And it's kind of getting to the point to where that Marvel Rivals is just burning me out of content creation. And I think it's mainly to the fact that how invested I was into the game. For example, this is kind of how my day went. I edited a video and recorded a video. Then I were to coach, do analyst work. I would then play in tournaments myself. That's pretty much a full day of Marvel Rivals making content, doing pretty much everything the game has to offer, plus more. And honestly, doing that for almost a year straight of all of that combined does kind of burn you out as a person, just in any sort of general idea, if that makes sense. While I was starting to feel this burnout, it felt like the Marvel Rivals community, just in general, got a lot more toxic. It's pretty difficult doing all of this work. Yes, oh no, content creation is hard. I mean, to some, it might be hard. To others, it might seem extremely easy. Whatever your take is, that's whatever. I truly wanted my main channel, this channel, DuckFilms TV, to, just be a kind of combination of different games. Whatever games I play is the kind of content I want to make, whether it's Battlefield, Arc Raiders, Marvel Rivals, other games that I might see myself playing, etc. I never truly wanted to be honed in on just one little niche of Marvel Rivals guys, but that's kind of where we're at, so it's kind of hard to break out of that shell. I think in 2026, I want to go a little bit more into being playing whatever I want and uploading all the different types of content I want. I will still have Marvel Rivals guides, encounter guides, tier lists here and there, but like I said, the game is just not truly competitive enough, in my opinion. There is a ranked ladder. There is a little bit of pro play, whatever remains. A majority of the tier 1 organizations, that being Sentinels, 100 Thieves, Envy, and so on, have pulled out of Marvel Rivals. And that gives me a little bit worry about this game. I know a lot of the audience that plays Marvel Rivals doesn't really watch esports, but esports does tell a lot about some of the player base of what's going on. When viewership and retention of, the big tournaments are not as covered, not as seen, there's a lot of doubt that weighs in my mind about games. Although, while fun, Marvel Rivals, it just really isn't a true competitive game. There's a lot of RNG factors that other games kind of nailed on the head of why they excel at being competitive. That being like CS2, I mean, Overwatch is always going to be the close example of, a better esports scene, but again, not the best. Basically, at the end of the day, what am I trying to say? Well, in 2026, I really just want to diversify the content I want to play. I just want to play games that I want to play and upload what I want to upload, no matter what the numbers are. And like I stated previously, I'll still be, uploading Marvel Rivals content here and there, but it's going to be a lot less frequent. And I really just want to focus on improving the quality of my editing and just really focusing and honing in onto the funny moments and montages, whatever it might be. I think a video like this was needed for my channel because a lot of people came for Marvel Rivals. Some people have been with me all the way since the finals, and I greatly appreciate all of that. I think content creation should be a thing that you're not forced to do, but enjoy doing. When it came to some of the Marvel Rivals stuff, it felt like I was forced to do some of it because, frankly, there was nothing else to really play. With other games and other opportunities approaching, I think it's better to diversify myself than, really sticking into a niche. Hopefully, eventually, people will start seeing my content from me rather than just Marvel Rivals guides and guides in general. Hopefully, I build a community that watches my videos for me, but we shall see. This was a little bit of a throw out video. I'm sorry if it's kind of random, kind of all over the place, but I just wanted my honest and general feelings about what's going on with Marvel Rivals. What do I say with my content in 2026? We managed to hit 50,000 subscribers in a little less than a year, and I couldn't honestly be grateful for nothing else than all of your guys' support. I hope you guys have a great and safe holiday season. Like always, I'll hope to see you again next year, but we shall see. But anyways, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.